Hey, what's up?
Hello.
How you doing?
Welcome.
Nice to see you. Yeah. You remember
going?
Josh?
Yeah. How are you?
Oh,
It's only the output space. Explain more, Michael. In your
yeah, Michael. Michael, explain.
Well, yeah. This is one channel output stage,
Okay.
and there's two circuit boards here, one each side. And you see here's the output transistor, so you can count 2, 4, 6, 12. So it has 12 pairs, P and N, for one channel.
Okay.
And having that many really reduces the output impedance. And when you have very low output impedance, you get very high damping factor.
Cool.
Extreme damping factor. And you see this battery of capacitors. That means you have a lot of local storage around each output transistor. So nobody gets in a situation where you don't have current to drive through that because of rail sag that you normally get if you have those big capacitor banks. So by spreading it out in smaller, faster capacitors, you get instant current.
Still sticking with resonant mode power supplies?
Yeah, those supplies we have are very good.
Cool. Yeah, I know you like that technology.
Yeah. They are, each of them is roughly 500 watts, and that we have 4. That's 2 kilowatt. We have a power supply capability.
Wow.
Feeding. But the thing with the resonant mode power supply is that they fill the capacitors 400,000 times a second. So you can never get voltage drop.
Yeah.
If you have a linear transformer, you can only fill it 50 times a second, so 60 with the 60 cycle.
Okay.
And that means that if you actually use a lot of power, you get a big discrepancy. And that means that the diode bridge opens and closes and opens and closes, and a lot of current rushes into the capacitors.
Okay.
Here you don't have to do that because you never get low. Your capacitors never get low.
Wow.
Because they are always full.
and they're small and fast.
And that means that you have access to power all the time.
More or less unlimited, really.
Yeah. So maybe peak power at 2 ohms is roughly what, 1200 watts or something?
No, more than that.
More than that. So this is very interesting though. They're going to tell you 420 watts. They'll technically 420, they'll rate it for 400. Pure class A. And it'll use, I'm guessing, maybe I'm wrong here, a single 15 amp power cord.
Yeah.
So all these people with dual 20 amp power cords, you need to plug your dryer into it. You don't believe in that?
No. The thing is that the average
Of course.
current draw is very low.
Yeah.
And the amps, the way we make the Class A means they don't run hot.
Yeah.
So even when we are driving the M8s, they will stay at a 40 degree.
Less than 40 degrees Celsius.
This is a pure single-ended design.
Awesome.
So it means that it's a one-stage amplifier.
Mm-hmm.
So basically we have a set of balanced long-tail pairs as the input, and they fold directly over to the driver stage. That means you have only one gain stage in the amplifier. And when we talk about stability, stability, it becomes unstable when it looks into a bad load. That actually puts a little phase shift on the signal.
Okay.
So if you have 2 amplifier stages, you have a tendency to sort of create a phase shift through the amplifier. That then instability is when that catches itself, and you get, instead of we call it move coupling or feedback.
Okay.
Then it's the opposite. Then it starts to gain. Feedback lowers the gain through the amplifier, but when you have a phase shift that's too much, then the feedback can start increasing gain, and that's when you go into stability problems and instability in the amplifier, and you go into oscillation.
Gotcha.
But because we only have one gain stage, our raw phase shift is only 90 degrees because of only one gain stage, and that means that you will never look at that option of getting into instability. And you also know our amps from many years have been extremely stable.
Yeah. I've never had a stability issue with your stuff.
The only thing that we have had is a little too high sensitivity on the thermal thing. So you can go into thermal protect. You can also go into a DC protect, when the source has a DC offset, because we have no capacitors, so it's a DC coupled design. So if you start with a voltage of some microvolts offset on your source, you can run into DC protect through your amps.
I remember you warning me on the old P stereo amplifier that it could run a little warmer. But I actually never had an issue with it, and how I use them. So, yeah.
But if you ask them to drive a pair of Apodis and Selitas or something, low sensitivity, high current demands, then that amp did not have enough cooling surface.
Gotcha.
But these the newer generations, they are really, really good and really, really stable in that ballpark.
Cool. And now, is that the BM3 there, Lars? Is that the...
Yeah, you can see it inside.
Cool. Wow. So there is your Tesla coil stuff in there?
Of course, because you can.
I haven't seen a purple circuit board from you guys. Is that a new supplier, or what's...
No, it's not a new supplier. We try out different colors and so on, because it seems that everything you do to something, you hear it. Yeah, without going too deep into this.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Sounds like they're experimenting. That would have never guessed.
I think this is sort of like when you put out products that contain an amplifier, you need to go through certifications. Mm-hmm. So this is a certification measurement test setup.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So we have downstairs in the basement we have almost radio dead room.
Wait, there's a basement here?
Yeah.
Not a big one.
I've been here 7-8 times. I didn't know you guys had a basement.
But we have a basement where we have a measurement set up for emissions.
Quick question for you, Michael, on the P880s. Are the negative outputs on these amplifiers, are they active also? So does positive and negative
No, they are ground.
Okay, just ground, yeah.
So it's a single-ended design.
It is,
It is not to get more power out of it. A balanced design. We really run the voltage rails high, almost 90 volts, 88.8 volts plus minus. So that means that we have a huge voltage swing, but we only pull one lever up and down.
Okay.
And the other one is ground. We don't do like this.
Yeah.
Because if you do like that, you halve the current capability, because then we'll use 8 for that and 8 for that. So instead of 12, you use 6 for that and 6 for that. So the damping factor will then decrease to just being 6 pairs of output transistors rather than 12 pairs.
Okay.
So bridge design is, I don't like the bridge design. I don't like balanced cables. I mean, there's a lot of things going on with that.
Yeah. That's what I was wondering is, like, if you're having both sides active, you probably have to make them perfectly in sync with each other, right? Perfectly balanced.
Yeah, but the signal is somewhere in the middle. Mm-hmm. So if you pull one, then you just sort of like, if they're not exactly the same, you just offset the zero a little bit. But I don't think speakers would mind that.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for the sneak peek on the M-880 monoblock.